this is Jen from Dare to Be Envied. How are you? Nice to see you here with me. I would like to talk to you today, but first let me show off my beautiful necklace. I just made it, just finished it yesterday. You can find it on Poshmark.com, or you can jump onto my Facebook page. It's called Dare to Be Envied. I also have a group over there where, we have a nice little community where people share their thoughts, and I get a lot of inspiration from them. But let's jump right into the topic. And first, I want to say this is not directed towards any, man or woman. And I just want to let you know that I'm still locked out of my computer, so I'm doing this on my phone. So none of it is edited, and on occasion I will be looking down at my notes because I did do my research on this. And I want to let you know that today technology makes risky behavior so much easier than it used to be. Back in the day, the only way to meet people was face to face, right? And then the only way that there was to talk to them was on the phone. You had to sneak behind your partner's back and talk to them on the phone, and then go out and meet them. And that made, it was, the chances of getting caught back then was a lot higher. Okay, now with social media, there's just an easy temptation. So this is called micro-cheating. That's what I want to talk to you about today. Okay, and it includes texting or sexting. It's also being overly friendly with someone on social media platforms, or always being on someone's profile constantly. That could also be considered micro-cheating. And you know what? This tends to rub most people the wrong way. When you do this, your partner ain't going to like it. So it does tend to rub people the wrong way. Your partner is not going to like that. Or sharing personal details, about sexual kinks, taste, or fantasies with someone other than your partner. This could even be, at work. This downright shitty behavior is not just limited to the keyboard or internet. So dressing differently when you're going to see a certain someone, or if you have to list someone in your phone or in your contacts with a fake name, and you know what you're doing is wrong. You already know it's wrong. So, or muting someone or deleting text so your partner don't find out, then bitch, you know what you're doing is wrong. If it wasn't wrong, you wouldn't have to go to such extents. You wouldn't have to hide it. You wouldn't have to worry about deleting it. And that's not even all to watch out for. There is email, and when your partner uses email for work, it would be super easy for them to do some shady shit. And you wouldn't even know it. And these are small acts considered disloyal. One of the most disloyal is dating apps. And honey, keeping a dating profile or creating dating profiles while in a committed relationship shows intent and lack of respect for your partner, because it says you're still looking or interested in other people. Since these profiles are public, what if someone that you knew or your partner knew stumbled upon it? That would cause your partner some major embarrassment. And I think that this is a disgusting way for someone to stay in the game without giving up their existing status or their existing partner. So, the term micro-cheating covers a wide range of behaviors. But listen, texting someone with sexual content or sending nude pictures is not only disrespectful to your partner, but is already downright cheating. Don't send nude pictures. Besides, what if somebody hacked you and that shit got all over the internet? Some people's micro-cheating is someone else's out and out cheating. So, understand your relationship boundaries, because how are they going to know they've crossed that boundary if they don't know where that boundary is, right? So, for most people now, deep emotional connection with someone else outside of the relationship is considered infidelity. So if your gut tells you that your partner wouldn't like your gestures or your actions, then bitch, don't do it. Simple as that. Because it shows that one partner does not adhere to the same level of commitment as the other. Now, these forms of infidelity can be incredibly destructive. If you're engaging in it and covering it up, then you know you are betraying trust and the other person is going to be hurt. Y'all, not every couple can move past it because to some, betrayal of trust and loyalty is devastating. Not to mention breaches of trust could in the future lead to a full-blown affair. Not only to the person that's doing the micro-cheating, but the person that on the other side, you might cause your partner to have a full-blown affair because you decided you wanted to send somebody a nude pic or because you decided you wanted to text some chick that you thought was pretty or dress differently for some guy at work. Don't do it. Now, the term micro, it may imply that it's not a big deal, but honey, betrayal is betrayal and could be a major issue for some. For me, betrayal is the worst. Being disloyal is the worst. I wouldn't deal with it. Now, if this happens to you, don't kill him, because that's what I would do. Address it and come up with a plan to keep it from happening again. Remember, always remember, your feelings are valid. Besides, if boundaries have not been set, then the other person may not know that they are being crossed. But, if you are in a married situation, if you're married, and unless you are the dumbest person on earth, then you know what those vows include. So you know that you would be crossing them if you were doing some of that shady shit, right? Now, don't prioritize anyone else's feelings, approval, or attention over your partner's. Never do that. Your partner is number one, should be number one to you always. Never, ever put anybody before them. Because that's the person that you're supposed to be hand in hand for the rest of your life. They're supposed to have your back, you're supposed to have theirs. And if they're doing this, you can't trust them to have your back. You can't trust them to get on the internet. So, but anyways, over investing time, energy, or headspace in someone other than your partner is disloyal and dishonest. And it could really fuck somebody up. It could really fuck your partner up because some people can't get past that breach of trust. They have trust issues for the rest of their life even. And if you can't be faithful, then don't enter a committed relationship. There are other relationships. There are polyamorous relationships. There are open relationships. Or just stay single. If you can't stay faithful, then fucking stay single. Simple as that. Because, this behavior can cause broken trust, broken hearts, and broken homes. So, just don't do it. If you don't want to lose the partner you have, don't risk looking for another. You're supposed to be with that person forever, especially if you stood before God and said you would. There are times that, it's time to get out. Okay? But don't ever go behind their back and do some shady shit. Just say up front, I'm out, bye Felicia, whatever. But going behind somebody's back, doing that shady shit, just shows a lack of integrity. It just shows you're a bad person. End of story. And I've been on that side of it a time or two, and I should never have done that. But it ended my relationship with the first one. This time, I am all the way faithful. I am completely faithful. So, because I'm 100% faithful, if he was to break my trust, I would probably never trust him again. But the good thing is I have a good husband that takes really good care of me, who puts me number one. If the time comes that he don't, you know what I'm going to do? Bye, Felicia. Well, anyways, Y'all, thanks for listening to me. I now know that I can at least record a 10-minute video on my phone. It's not edited or anything, so I hope it isn't terrible, but I'm glad you sat and listened. Be sure to hit the like and share, and I'll see you next time. Oh, and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you next time. Bye, y'all.